Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. The crossing route. He finds Kohler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Drew Sanders able to record his 5th sack of the season. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game, because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Tua. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Tours the throw completed the Hyatt. Down Seattle. Jalen Hyatt with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Sack. They push him back to the 34. And hang on here. We got an injured player, and that is QB Tua Tagovailoa, who's in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Geno now to throw. And this is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. On 2nd down, Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
And a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Duvernay in motion. On 2nd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have the 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Ravens at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners is 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Partner, you know when we call our game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, and his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to Jalen Hyatt. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready.
Out of the gun to give to Charbonnet. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Ravens nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Now Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Jackson on second down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Middle. No, we changed it.
Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That one into the hands of Flowers. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught by Kohler. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 32 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Tua. Outright to Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Definitely worth taking a deep shot. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. 2nd and 10. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet. 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
21. Ravens 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Everyone knew David Ojabo was a first-round talent who had been injured in the run-up to the draft and would miss most, if not all, of his rookie season. Baltimore saw a brief flash with a sack and a forced fumble in the final week. Excited to see him across a full season now.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. To throw is Jackson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a second and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's second and 10.
Yo. You are X. Hey. Shut up.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. Here's second and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Jackson will throw again. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Tua, the final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marvin Mims, 68 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
180. 180.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Good for a Baltimore Raven. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson to the right side into the hands of Flowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Hey, report.
Now it's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And the Ravens are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. Well, they come out and take a look at him. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Tua going to throw. He sets to fire deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Seattle.
They'll come out in the pistol. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Ravens 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
And this is caught at the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
66 yards.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And now a a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Tua. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jalen Hyatt, 51 yards. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, Jackson. And now here is another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Hey, turbo
Second down, here's Charbonnet.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now 2nd and 5.
On the Seahawks 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
First down and goal to go.
And Jackson throwing once more. Now he's flushed out right.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
We changed it. 180! Press up! Report!
Jackson. Touchdown!
Zay Flowers.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to
a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm was just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Hey, middle.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yo, you at X,
To throw again is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Tua now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
21G. Hey, 21G.
Looking to pass. Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Tua on 4th down. Oh, step under pressure, and they got to him again.
So the victory here for Seattle. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out.